Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we did it. We did it. We're actually live. We're actually going to play Factorio in a moment. We're actually going to launch that rocket today, maybe. But first, we want to talk about DK30. And we had to delay shows a little bit because, well, frankly, I've been feeling a lot of stress because, I don't know, there's a pandemic on, and I got a little emotional, and everyone was so sweet and so great and so nice, so thank you. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for helping be supportive and wonderful and great. Let's talk about DK30, and let's launch that rocket. First of all, we are starting the DK30 Quarantine Edition because many of you are in shelter-in-place, stay-at-home, lockdown, quarantine, etc. We wanted to create a special DK30 to try to address specifically that. So if you are interested in joining on, we kind of have the loose start date as today, the 24th, going for the next 30 days. You can go to the website, day9.tv, and click on the little DK30 tab up at the top. And this is kind of like the home base for a lot of people's listings of their project. The theme for this one was trying to get into good habits and do a little more socialization, given that everyone's in this sort of new world where we're having to stay at home for long periods of time. Now, I should do the usual, what is DK30 about? Think of any project that you can get done with in 1 month. Either a complete thing, like cleaning out the garage, or a step towards a much bigger thing. Like, I'm going to follow along with these Blender tutorials for a month on my journey to become an artist. Another component that we are including for this DK30 is little Accountabilibuddy groups. So if you do not yet have Discord, if you actually go to our community page, this is where you can get literally the link to the Discord right there. And you can get access to all of our various channels and whatnot. And the Accountabilibuddy groups is the idea of so many people are stuck at home and so many people are doing various projects of similar interests, such as in these different categories. Let's pair people together. Let's have people meet up like once a week-ish to have a nice way to just sort of socialize, talk about, share progress, share struggles, share delays with each other. And there's two things I wanted to note about this. With these kinds of group things, first of all, nobody communicates in the exact same way, and everyone has different styles of communication that they prefer. If you are in a group and you don't like, you're not feeling like you're jiving with that group, feel free to switch to another group. Feel free to switch. And make sure that you are understanding that you are searching for a different type of communication, rather than fuck these people, ugh, or any of that. And similarly, if you're in a group and someone leaves to go somewhere else, it's not a value judgment on you. That's actually just normal. For instance, I am a very kind of high energy person. Works great as a streamer. Works great as someone alone. But sometimes in groups, people can maybe feel like I'm dominating or not giving them a chance to communicate, and they don't feel comfortable in that sort of setting. For other people, it's very, igniting. Makes them feel like, oh, wow, he's talking intensely. I want to talk intensely now. They can sort of feed off that. So again, that's an example of me. I don't jive with everyone perfectly in small group settings. So I would encourage you to be prepared for people in your group to want to work with other groups and know it's totally okay. Be prepared for you wanting to maybe go to other groups. And that's totally okay, too. The whole purpose is for everyone to just have a nice chance to be a little social, be a little bit participatory with their projects. Now, you could, for this DK30, do your own project that is something like, hey, look, I want to finally finish my game and put it on Steam. Yeah, Tati, hell yeah. This can be something about completing a project, developing a skill. Mine is actually pretty relationship and self-hangout focused. I want to get in the habit of just connecting more with some of my friends that I like, because I have really slacked on just chatting with people because I've just been trying to deal with all the bullshit of the pandemic, And also I've been seeing, I reference this a lot leading up to the this official DK30, that there's a lot of books that I just want to get back in the habit of reading. So I'm going to try to call one friend that I haven't spoken with in a while every week. And I also have some books I want to start making some progress on. And there's this comic series called Chew that I've started like 6 times and never finished. And I want to actually finish it, man. I want to actually finish it. So, in the theme of the good habits, I'm trying to habitize reaching out to people more often, having socialization as part of my schedule. I want to habitize reading in the evenings because I tend to be a very spiky person. Ooh, I'm really into reading books. I will read 40 hours a week, every week. And then I'll get distracted by something else, and I'll lose out on all that fun. Yeah. I look forward to having any of you who are interested in creating a new project. You can go here and you can create a project however you want using this little tracking tool. And I stress however you want because this is not a competition. No one is trying to award the best project. No one's trying to stretch for huge achievement. In fact, I might even suggest you have a really mild DK30 project because fuck, I was talking about this for an hour before I did this. This whole quarantine, shelter-in-place, lockdown, pandemic experience has been a ton of stress on a ton of people. This is not to try to turn you into a superhero. This is just to help you have something a little bit tiny to focus on. Something a little social, something a little fun, something a little bit, hopefully, uplifting. I actually saw Amy Yui just talk about, yeah, my goal is to stretch in the evening. Yeah, man, that's what I've been trying to do too. That's a perfect example of that.